Hello Wanderers, welcome back to our Crusader Kings 3 roleplay series following Alexandros of Crete and following up on the heels of his successful conquest of the island from the evil Emir Shu'ayb, who he did manage to execute for the crime of killing his pregnant wife, Gregoria. That was 7 years ago. That was a long time, and that war took a long time to force the forces of the Emir off the island, but we were in the end successful. We still do have an enemy in the Mufti Sadan, but he was the actual one who turned our wife over to the Emir, but the coward has fled all the way to Andalusia, and we have no way to act against them at the moment. There are things to do on the island though, and now that peace has come here, we are going to take a little moment to let the lands settle here, as we have named ourselves essentially the Duke of Crete. I have gone and filled our court with a couple of courtiers here. As you can see, Irene for one, and another here is Sophia. Some Hellenic women. I think it just makes sense. The court was not... We weren't getting any female characters into our court, so I've just decided to add some in order to continue these lines. We are going to arrange some marriages here. Between, let us say, Damianos here, one of our powerful knights, Damianos. You shall be married here to Sophia. That is essentially kind of rewarding him with a marriage presided over presumably by our Pontifex, Nasir. Nasir is also going to get a wife. I think that Irene would be an excellent choice of a wife for our friend in Pontifex, Nasir. So we will arrange a marriage there, and hopefully she will bear him many children. There's one other character, and this is a bit more of a special character here, Nicorete. Now, as we look at her opinion of us, you'll notice that she has an opinion modifier for being released from prison. Well, that is because we actually found her in the prisons of the former emir. She had been arrested and imprisoned for essentially being a witch due to the fact that she is a herbalist, an apothecary, and following the Hellenic gods. The two of those combined made her an easy target for the emir to accuse of witchcraft. Luckily, she was not executed, and we freed her from the prison. We've actually been developing something of an eye towards Nicorete in these last few weeks, since we have come to know her. Her skills are obviously very useful to us. In fact, we may make her our court physician. Her aptitude is poor, but I think that shouldn't be too big of a deal there. She still has the herbalist trait, which is might give some bonuses. We'll see. But more importantly, we have, like I said, fallen a little bit to her charm. She is a beautiful woman, and I think that 7 years after the death of our wife Gregoria, the brutal murder, really, that grief has finally passed enough that we could consider taking a new wife. But we're not going to do that right away. I think we're going to try to romance her first and foremost. 50% chance. Well, that's not too bad. I wonder if we would have a better chance of seducing her. 70%. Let's go down the romance route. I prefer that. So we are going to try that. Time has come to let my feelings towards Nicorete to be known. I want her to remember this day for the rest of her life. Impress her by winning a sparring match? I feel like that probably is where the route we would go down. I recruit one of my most senior soldiers and practice with him for 3 days straight. I have a feeling that it is our good friend Gabriel here, the acclaimed knight who we are dueling with here. As we begin to spar, a crowd gathers and their cheers soon draw none other than the winsome Nicorete. The soldier fights valiantly, but I disarm him with a final flawless thrust. I kneel before Nicorete and declare my noble intentions. I dedicate this victory to you, bringing you honor is my only desire. My sweetness is speechless, but clearly flattered. Why else would she be smiling thusly? Don't resist our charms for long. Yeah, hopefully not. But we shall see. In the meantime, what are we going to do? Well, there's not a lot we can do until we get some more money. I would love to go on a hunt and a pilgrimage, but that costs a fair amount of money, and we're not getting money very fast. So it's going to be a little bit of time before we can do that. Some disgustingly horrific, vile thoughts just entered my mind. If I told my court, they'd think me a lunatic at best. Anyway, try as I might, can't get rid of these dark thoughts. All day I've tried my best not to think of it, but trying not to think of it makes me think of it even more. That is so bothersome. We gain frequent intrusive thoughts. Stress gain for 10 years. Great. That's lovely. Probably thinking about getting horrific revenge on our enemy Mufti Sadan, but we'll see. We'll see about that. Sweet Lady Nicorete, I sigh as I kneel before her. My only desire is to bring you honor and happiness. Pray tell me, how can I prove my love for you? She hesitates and her cheeks turn red. By Zeus, I hope she is pleased and not embarrassed. Slay a wolf for me and bring me its pelt. Then we may continue this conversation. Interesting, interesting. Your wish is my command. I saw a shaggy beast by the kennel. I will bribe a hunter. Funnily enough, where would I find this? If I am not mistaken, I think it might be in... here it is. It's right here. Wolves are terrorizing Chandex already. So this actually fits pretty well. So I think we will try to slay the wolf. 64% chance. And we did slay the wolf, so our romance scheme gets special gift. So 10% scheme success chance, so that is good. No, I don't think this would help. No, that's only for hostile schemes. We can't get our spy master. I don't know what Boethius would do to help us in this romance scheme, so. The Heterie Indomitable needs a worthy successor. Interesting. So how do we pick a successor for it? Retire it? No. Successor here. But no seek. Oh, interesting. I'm learning all this stuff for the first time here, so we'll see. A strange noise. I arrive back at my castron after, I don't know, I said that in the French, like with a French R there. After a long, lonely walk, another year passed, another year older. I was born this day 27 years ago. The older I get, the more I cherish the relationship I've cultivated over the years. So it saddens me that I've not heard from Nasir, Gabriel, or any of my other friends today. I trudge along to my chambers, loneliness impeding my lazy feet, and I hear a clang and hushed whispers down the hallway. What could it be at this hour? It's going to be alright. Things will always get better. My nanny used to tell me when I was a child, and feeling scared or frustrated. I've been thinking with those words a lot lately, especially when I'm dealing with a lot of things on my mind. But now, my nanny is no longer here to comfort me. I have to wonder whether things will be alright in the end. We've been very darkly contemplative since this war has ended. I feel like Alexandros is somebody who needs war in order to feel that kind of fulfillment and to give him drive, to give him purpose. So being at peace is not sitting well with him. Of course it will be, it has to be. Yeah, I think... Life is different when you're no longer a child, alas. Yeah, I think that's probably the option he would choose. But as we're contemplating this, what a surprise! All my nearest and dearest friends have come together to wish me well as I begin this next year of life. There is even an entire table laden with candied figs, my favorite. Here I was thinking that everyone had forgotten me. I cannot believe that Nasir went to all the trouble of arranging this in secret. I had not a clue such a thoughtful surprise was being planned at all. My friend Gabriel approaches me, struggling to carry 3 beautifully wrapped packages. Ever the trickster, he says, I've 3 gifts here for the choosing. One shall be yours, but which shall it be? I think that we shall take the medium-sized package. And we have got a book. You become the owner of fine weapons in combat. Excellent. What does this do? Prowess +4? That's awesome. Martial and the martial lifestyle experience is good. We're not doing the martial lifestyle right now, but still. And prestige plus 0.1? That's a really good one. Oh my gosh, so many things going on here. Let's go let's go back. I want to go back. I want to equip that. Perfect. So that was an excellent birthday gift. We'll find a successor for the accolade later. First, we're going to take a look at this event here. As of late, all of my visits to Nicorete have been ruined by my spy master, Mayor Boethios. Okay, good. We didn't bring him in on this plot because he's been ruining it anyways. He follows her everywhere like a lost puppy. Oh, Mayor Boethios, you are too old for such a woman, my friend. 74 years old. Yeah, no. His attempts to charm the lady are laughable. Yeah, very laughable. Yet, I fear his persistence will be rewarded. A duel to prove who is worthy? I mean, we would probably destroy him, even though he is an aspiring blade master. An unfortunate case of food poisoning? His love is not true. Coin will... Oh, well, I guess out of all these options... a duel to prove who is worthy is probably the one that makes the most sense. It'll lose the romantic competitor. There we go. A duel to prove who is worthy. The old man stood no chance against my might. His defeat was surely embarrassing. My little firebrand Nicorete saw all of it. She has not paid attention to him since. Another enemy vanquished. There we go. We just beat up an old man to impress our lady. I'm gonna skip that lesson because it's probably useful, but hopefully we won't have a regent right away. So, something interesting here. Joinable activity, Basileus and Basileus's Grand Tournament. We can join this Grand Tournament, and we have been invited to join it. I am organizing a Grand Tournament in Heraclea Perinthos. We will start with wrestling, a chance to show your skill to all, I warrant. The prizes will be of good quality should the opportunity for personal glory not be enough to entice you. Apparently, our strength and vigor has been known enough to catch the attention of the Basileus. That could be good, but it also could be very bad, as he may be paying a little bit more attention to our little island than we would like. But we certainly could not pass up the chance to join this grand tournament. I have never done this before. Interesting. What's going on here? Let's take a look at all this. We can pick a caravan master. Let's see. Nicorete could join our caravan. She could be the caravan master, but no, oh wow. Her speed is very fast. Interesting. What does this all mean? But Damianos, he is very... it would be a very safe journey. Yes, alright. So we're going to take Damianos. He has got a kind of a decent mixture here, and I would like to be safe here on this journey, so let's appoint him. Travel options. Higher experienced captains. We have a little bit of money here. Jungle Stalker. What is all this? What does all this mean? Cultural ambassador. Interesting, interesting. Mercenary guards? No, I don't think we want to do that. Experienced captains. Sea danger, okay. We could try that. Let's pay for experienced captains. I feel like we're gonna be on the sea for quite some time. And we won't really need, it doesn't look like too much. I don't know if we'll need much else. Forest guide, like, what is this? Probably among the hills, so a mountaineer could be good. For 4 coins? That's not that expensive. Okay, let's get 2. 3 in entourage. Nicorete is coming with us. Excellent. Gabriel, obviously, and Damianos. Okay, I like this. This is interesting. Customize route. Do we want to customize a route? I think this is probably fine. So, where are we sailing? Well, we're sailing through the islands of Naxos here, and looks like we're going... Yeah, I mean, we're basically hitting like just mostly islands, so we're taking a ship the entire way. A few kind of roundabout things here, but yeah, this is interesting. All right, this is my first time doing this. Cost 17. We can afford it. Perfect. Hinana Balawid is recruited. He must be our ship captain, perhaps? And this is our mountaineer, Belette. Interesting. Administrator? Huh. I wonder if she'll join our court after. That would be interesting. All right, let's see what happens here. Grand Tournament, a fresh start. My fellow attendee, Basileos, is hosting the Grand Tournament. We shall represent the House of Argeus and make the Greek people proud. Being away from home, we should also take the opportunity to broaden our horizons and enjoy any hospitality. I can't wait. Indeed, I cannot wait. And we won't have to, because time is moving quite quickly. We have a regency because we are gone. Interesting. And here, we can actually see our ship moving. That's cool. Everyone just sailing around the islands. I like it. Are we going to make any stops? Maybe we have to pick stops during the course of it. Well, lesson learned. We are going across land for a little bit. Ooh, travel. A duel demanded. An imposing man is standing on the road ahead of us. I am Gregorios of Ilion. I have bested dozens of men in combat, and honestly, all of those fights were dull. So here I am on this road, looking for someone better than me, someone I can learn from. If you can best me in combat, I will become a valuable and loyal servant. And so on this day, I demand to meet one of you in a fair fight. I mean, obviously, we're going to do this fight ourselves. We are extremely skilled in battle here. What are we going up against? He's a 16. Sadistic, generous, arrogant. He's not the best guy, but he's quick. Orthodox Greek. You know what? I am not opposed to this. Yeah, let's fight it out. Give it a try. We win the fight. Of course we won the fight. And now he is... he said he would be loyal. He apparently is a very disloyal subject, but he'll still fight for us anyways. And here we are in Perinthos. I've arrived at the site of the tournament here in Heraclea, Perinthos. Though not all the revelers have yet arrived, throngs of people wander through the colorful surroundings, all looking forward to the forthcoming displays of skill and prowess. There's no time to lose. I must begin preparing. I must be a victor at absolutely any cost. Okay, so what is going on here? I'm going to pause it. So, there's a lot to look at here. Macarius has gained glory. The Keeper in the Hills gained 10 glory. Tourney Grounds Village. Okay, let's just start clicking on things. In the village, a liegeless heteria. As I am exploring the grounds, a well-armored figure approaches me. Duke Alexandros, it is an honor. The man briefly bows and runs a hand through his hair. He's wearing a helmet, but still. I am Eulanios Vitiklenu. Probably butchering that horribly. A Heteria seeking employment. I am dignified, amicable, loyal, and my house is strong. Remember the death of Eulanios, he shouts and stands at attention. It is obvious that this minor noble is exaggerating his virtues, but he seems competent and desperate. Another Greek Orthodox man, traveler. He's got some good traits. Ooh, his diplomacy is very high. You may join my stable of Heteriae. I will reward you handsomely if you swear fealty to me. Oh, we could get a strong hook loyalty on him. We'll pay him 5. You know, I think that could be good. Oh yeah, let's do that because that's going to increase his opinion of us a little bit more. We get a good hook on him, which we could use to demand conversion. Yeah, let's do that. There we go. Demand conversion, and now he is even more loyal to us. So he's not a particularly skilled fighter, but he does have good diplomacy, and we need people in our court who are good. That seems to have locked out some of these other things. So what is our intent? Recreation, triumph, recruit, murder, seduce, befriend. This is all really cool. I'm literally seeing this for the first time. I've not played any of the Tours and Tournament DLC yet. So this is really cool. We are definitely here to triumph. I think that is quite obvious. Wrestling here, activity log, your Heterie. We got them all here. Activity log, what's going on? The truest son of the Byzantine Empire gained glory. Alright, looks like there's quite a few people here gaining glory. Somebody has become the owner of Favor of a Lady. A lot going on here. All the guests. Look at all the guests. King Boris of Bulgaria. Oh wow, this is cool. Boris of Bulgaria. Prince Dimitri of Abkhazia. The Duke of Epirus. The Duke of the Aegean Islands. Pretty much all the dukes, I imagine, of Greece are here. Let's see. The Prince of Bulgaria. Anybody else? Any other interesting ones here? Yeah, there's a lot of characters here. Very cool. So a lot of people have made their way here. Ooh, and Princess Vasilka of Bulgaria is here even. Interesting. Imagine if we had a little bit of a secret romance that happened here with some very powerful noble lady. Although we are here with Nicorete, who we are trying to woo. You're currently guaranteed to qualify? Yeah, I imagine. We're probably the strongest one here. I would have certainly imagined. What is this? Favored contestants, Alexandros. That is not us, not different Alexandros. He is somebody who is favored. Okay. Curious. So wrestling. All right, let's see what's going on with the wrestling here. A contest of strength and cunning in which contestants attempt to knock down or throw their foes from the ring to be the last standing. Contest format knockout. Number of rounds 3. Your participate in this contest. Yes, I would like to. Okay. How do we do that? You're waiting for wrestling to begin 25 days. I see, okay. So we gotta let time pass for the tournament to start because people are still coming here. Excellent. This is very cool. I like this. Kind of breaks up the monotony of just everything happening on the... Oh, didn't mean to do that. How do I get back? There we go. I thought I was just exiting out of this. There we go. That's what I wanted to do. We've gained the trait Hesteluder. Arrayed around the sand, shirtless contestants warm up for their bouts as the herald announces the contest's commencement. Some of the competitors rub dirt onto themselves, others opt for oils, all looking for a scant advantage in the coming bouts. The wrestling qualifiers have come to an end, and it's clear who will be put forward for the quarterfinals as it stands. The varied pitches and volumes of the crowd's cheers leave no question as to their favorites. For my first bout, I have been paired against my fellow contestant, Count Carol of Tabla Butsi. Okay, let's go up against him. Oh, well, if his prowess is any indication, he will be no match for us. Oh, we could place a bet? We could gain some money. How do we even place a bet? He's an unlikely underdog? No, this is a bad idea. So if the winner is Count Carol, no, like we want to bet on ourselves. I guess we'll get a stress gain for not betting against ourselves. A little bit odd, but whatever. I vowed to myself I would win this tournament, and I can't help but consider a less fair approach to securing the prize. No, I certainly won't. I'm sure my opponent would do the same. If only they had the idea. Who knows, they might already have. Carol's a threat. No, we're not going to sabotage. This is no way to win. Sermon must be pacified. We're gonna take a stress break here, because apparently fighting fair is not something that we want to do, but I don't think that we are going to... Yeah, I don't think that we would sabotage this. All right, we'll take the stress. That's fine. Carol and I are on the ground, straining against each other. An arm hold pulls me into a disadvantaged position, and suddenly Carol is on top of me and working to secure a victory. The dusty ground shifts beneath our tensing bodies, my opponent's face brushing along it as he attempts to pin me to the ground. My free hand, grasping for any kind of leverage, unconsciously closes around the dirt, leaving me with a fistful of grime. His face is close at hand, so close. Yeah, this is not a fair way to fight. 91% chance. You successfully target his legs. Or we could do, yeah. We would lose stress. You throw the dirt in his face. Okay, we're gonna go with this option because our traits are suggesting that this is what we would do. We're no longer as overwhelmed by stress. Perfect. The crowd bays for blood as I staggered forward to confront my opponent again. I cuff away a red rivulet from my forehead and consider the fight so far, musing about when I resorted to some dirty tricks to succeed. The bout is so close, so close. One mistake by either of us could end it in an instant. That liver looks vulnerable. Come, let us lock up as warriors. Faint low, go high. Keep it simple, keep it safe. What's our best chance here? 20, I think that the liver looks vulnerable. Let's try that. What has happened? Let us see. Did we succeed? A hand on their shoulder, a deft trip, and an almighty heave. We crash to the floor. All sound is labored breathing, and farther away, the roar of the crowd. I scramble on top of my adversary, straining to press home my advantage. Moments later, I manage to catch Carol off guard. I make my move, pinning him soundly, holding him tightly in place as he struggles in vain to escape. The judge calls an end. I have won! Victory is ours. We have knocked the Count out. The bout between the Basileus and Count Sermon has been decided. It was closely fought, but in the end, the Basileus has succeeded and was put through a fine contest. So we might end up going up against the Basileus himself. The wrestling quarterfinals are over. The herald booms. Basileus of the Byzantine Empire, Alexandros of Crete, Cosma of Zerkovo, and Orestes have reached the semifinals. Oh no. My next bout will be against my fellow contestant, Basileus. All right. We're gonna go up against the Byzantine Emperor here, you guys. Let's do this, I guess. I force the Basileus down, pressing his shoulders towards the ground. I am very close to doing exactly that when I hear a call from a watching judge. It takes me a moment to realize it was in my favor, and the judges are giving me credit for the fall. I stand again, rather uncertainly, weighing up whether I should admit their mistake, when the crowd's volume suddenly peaks. I turn to see Zacharias storming towards me, having hopped the barrier, gesticulating furiously. This is injustice! His shoulders weren't even close to being down. Guards, get this troublemaker out of here. His shoulders were definitely down. No, you're right. There was no fall. We gained the nickname The Honest. Let's see. You're right, there was no fall. If we're gonna beat the Basileus, we are going to beat him fair and square. The crowd bays for blood as I staggered forward to confront my opponent again. I cuff away that red blood from my forehead. And this bout is close, very close. We could go for the liver again. It did serve us well in the last one. Faint low, go high. No, I think we're gonna go for that liver. Did we find success against the Basileus? We did. We beat the Basileus here in that fight. He is skilled. He is a skilled warrior, strong man. But we managed to bring him to the ground and scramble on top of him. We make a move pinning him down, and the judges have called it. We have succeeded. Well, if we weren't in the direct eye of the Basileus before, we certainly are now. Orestes and Count Cosma has been decided. It was a closely fought, but Orestes won. All right, so we're going up against Orestes Abelantes, who is pretty skilled. All right, fine contest. Semifinals are over. Alexandros of Crete and Orestes have reached the final. All right, we can go up against him. Let's fight. A feral shoulder bash from Orestes thuds into my ribcage, and I am brought to the floor, but he doesn't follow me into a pin. It's with good reason, too, as my fist flashes through the air where their head should have been. The feeling outstages this particular bout are clearly very much over. The two of us circle cautiously, Orestes with the shadow of a sly grin. It is the calm before the storm. A wily wrestler uses these moments to strategize. Focus on headlocks. We could try that. Pretty decent there. Work on body grapples. Or just get him to the ground. We could try for the we could go for this middle kind of route that's giving us a 77% chance. Or, you know what, maybe we should... Yeah, I think that we're going to go for this middle option here. It works reasonably well. The crowd bays for blood as I stagger forward to confront my opponent again. I'm winning, I just need to hang on for victory. Do we go for the liver? Thrice for the liver. I mean, it seems to be a weak point on these Orthodox Greek men. Let's try to hit that liver once more. We shall see if that brings us success. What have we? A victory. A hand on their shoulder, and a deft trip and an almighty heave. We crash to the floor, and we are the ones on top. Victory is ours. Trumpets sound, the crowd clamors, competitors begin to assemble. The contest is over, and someone's moment in the sun is being ready. Our moment, our moment. A herald steps forward, voice booming out across the scene. After many trials, some tribulations, and above all else, some truly spirited competition, Alexandros beat Orestes in the final. Alexandros is our winner! Truly, there are none in the Byzantine Empire that can match my skill. I've proven my worthiness beyond doubt. I won. I actually won. Look at this, we gain 150 prestige, 225 coins. That is so much. That is awesome. Accomplished grappler for 5 years. What's that gonna give us? Huge boost of health, hostile scheme resistance, and Hostilitor trait gain. And we will receive a prize when the tournament ends. Orestes gains some things as well. We won. We actually won. The sun comes down on the final day of the tournament, and the massed crowds begin to disperse. I find myself ruminating over the results. It was an indomitable opponent and took first place in the wrestling. I was, actually. I fulfilled my goal of winning the contest, and we look forward to the next one. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Well, the ceremony here is going to happen here. Alexandros the Honest of Crete. We were known for being honest in this fight. We gain the money, and the Basileus gains a lot of prestige, and every participating Glory Hound vassal gains 10 opinion of the Basileus. And we became the, whoa, look at this, prize brooch. Fertility plus 20%, prestige plus 0.22 per month, domain taxes plus 1%, and number of knights plus 1. That is a good item. An extravagant brooch of excellent craftsmanship. It consists of a ruby cabochon that is adorned with small pieces of ruby. Awarded to Alexandros by Basileus for winning the wrestling tournament. Finish the grand tournament. Well, look at that success that we found in the tournament, and we gain this really good item here from that. Tons of money that is going to serve us very well here, and we are going to sail our way home. But that was really cool. I quite enjoyed that little mini game essentially that is coming here with the Tours and Tournaments DLC. But the region is swinging the scales of powers against us. We shall have to see what happens once we return to Crete, and Mayor Boethios has to inform us what has been happening in our absence. But we will look at that next time. So until then, thank you for watching.